So I'm walking outside because I noticed there are some ripe berries. Well, I think they are. I'm going to look at it in a second. First I wanted to release the horses, because I also noticed there's a part in the field where the grass is growing so much it's almost overgrowing the fence. So I think they would like to be there for a few hours, so I will put them there. And it's also a very nice sunny day again, so I think they will enjoy the shade, because it's in the part where the trees are, and they like to be in the shade when it's warm like this. So that's what I'm going to do first, and then I will look at the berries, because when they are ripe I will collect them and I will make jam with it. I always do this together with my mother, because she knows the best recipes, and I'm not great at those things, but she is amazing. So I will collect it for her, and then together we'll make some jam. I think Americans call it jam. In the Netherlands we say jam. I think it's also called jelly, but that's when you make it with like fruit juice. And this jam we make with the fresh fruits. It's more like, it's thicker consistency, I think. So that's what we're going to do. I will show you some clips of the making of this, but first I need to check if they are ripe. I think it's mostly the blackcurrant that is ready. So I will check it out later, but first I will release the horses, put them in the field. I think they already know. See behind me. Oh, I also noticed something else. So I wanted to put them in this field. You can see the trees behind me. It's cloudy now, but it's when the sun is out it's very hot, and I would like them to be in the shade. And also because you can see the grass behind me, it's it's a little bit in the fencing. It's not bad, but they can definitely enjoy some fresh grass here. But I also noticed this. Now the horses are in the field. I will put electric fence on again, because they cannot be trusted. Also not for just a few minutes, definitely not for a few hours. So never forget to put it on again. And then I will walk to the front of the property and I will look at the berries if they're ready. So I think they're good to collect. Let me taste first. Yeah. Those are ready. I'm in the cat enclosure right now, and I'm in here because I'm going to build some things for them to play with on the inside, because last week I restored the outside, but now I want to build some things on the inside for them to enjoy. This small house I built for them also last week, and they really enjoy it now. So now I want to improve the inside of their home a little bit more. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have a few things I had laying around, and also these old branches, which I would like to use because I would like to keep it as natural as possible for them. But I also bought things like this small home because I thought it was cute, and they go very well together. But I want them both to have a place where they feel safe, so they're not forced to be together the whole time. So, although I want to keep it as natural as possible with these branches and things, I also bought some toys for them. And they will probably not stay great for a long time, but that's fine. They will break this in a day. I think for now I'll just leave it at this, and later on I can add some new branches or things when I'll see how they interact with this and how they like it. I wanted to make something like a ball for them to play with, which I can then hang from here. I need scissors. And while I was gone, somebody already played with it, so I'm starting over. So this is a very easy way to make a toy for them. You just yeah, it took me like 3 minutes or something, and it's also very cheap because this was maybe like 150 euro or something. And this is left over, so I can make this well, maybe like 20 times or something, because they are gonna break it. But I don't mind when it's cheap like this and they really enjoy playing with it. I prefer to make things like these instead of buying things like these. But I wanted something for the kitten very quickly and had no time to make anything yet. So I took this one. I bought this thing at the thrift shop a few days ago, and it's been built but it's never used. I'm painting it right now because I want to put it on the outside. And in here, I will put my fresh eggs, homemade bread, candles, soap, all the things I make here and all the things we grow here. I will put it inside, so I will put it next to the road, and then because it's not really busy here with traffic or something, but we do have a lot of people walking by or cycling by, so if they want something they can get it from here. And I thought it looked cool, so right now I'm just painting it so it will stay on the outside, and the wood will not rot. Well, I think it will eventually, but it takes a bit longer. So I'm painting these parts right now. These are the shelves for inside the closet, and this one only has one layer, and I quite like the look of this, so I think I will keep it one layer, because these parts are not directly in the rain, they are inside the closet, and the closet itself has 3 and on top even 4 layers, so I think it will be fine. I want them to have one layer because I like the look of it, and because well, they are outside, although they are in the closet, they are outside, so I want them to be protected just a little bit. I think one layer is enough for that, and I like how this turns out, where you can still see the wood very good, and I really like when you see the texture and the grain of the wood, so I'll keep it like this, give it a bit more of a natural look. I'm inside. I like to be outside a little bit more, but sometimes I need to do some things on the inside. And today is a perfect day for inside things because it's raining and it's not really nice outside. So I decided I'm going to make some candles today. And yeah, I'll show you a little bit about the process. So today I'm going to make some scented candles with seashells. I really like those. I will use these cups. I have 10 of these, and because it's all the same, it's very easy for me to sell them, because I can yeah, put them online or in the closet I'm building where I'm going to sell my stuff. I will put these later. These are the first candles going in there. But because they're all the same, it's easy to sell them, because I can just price them the same. And I got these at the thrift shop, 10 of them, and yeah, for very cheap. I like to get those things at the thrift shop because yeah, well, I like using things that are already bought by somebody and a bit sustainable. I don't like to throw things away, so I always like to use things I can find at the thrift shop, like these. But I also like to use other ones, teacups. I will grab one and show you. It's like the cups you find at your grandma's house. These. I think those yeah, are very beautiful, especially this. You can see the price tag on it. I also found at the thrift shop, and I really like those because of the old feeling, and it's a bit nostalgic, but also because it's something that's probably already very old, and I think if you make a beautiful candle and somebody puts it on the table and likes to watch it again, yeah, it's just a nice sentimental thing, I guess. And sometimes you can find the most beautiful things, because I really like this one. And I'm going to make these candles with seashells. I've got them over here. All kind of beautiful small shells. And if I have the chance, I would like to get those from the beach myself. But I bought this one because I'm not going to the beach anytime soon. But these are all small shells. And that's why I'm going to put in here, because I like to put them in the glass containers, because you can see from the side the shells. And also for summer I think it's nice. But in these cups I like to put dried flowers. It's a different look, and I like to use the dried flowers and scent them with the same scent as the flowers. I like to use lavender, and just use the essential oil, the lavender oil, to scent the candles in a natural way. So the dried flower inside is the same scent as the candle. I also like to do this with dried rose petals and scent it with dried, or not dried, but essential oils in the same scent. So yeah, but that's for this cup. I think the dried flowers looks a lot better with this cup, and the shells will go in the glass one. And I'm also going to scent this one. I think I'm going to use, let me take a look at my essential oils. I like to use a bit of the fresh scents with seashells for summer. So maybe peppermint or citrus, that kind of scents. But I'm also going to make, when autumn is coming, I'm going to make some spiced scents. So I think maybe cinnamon and this kind of smell. But for now I think I'm going to go with citrus and peppermint. Maybe tea tree as well. Yes. So first I'm going to grab everything I need. Almost everything is here right now. And I will use soya wax. Because it's better for nature, it's more sustainable, and it's also better for your health, because soya wax is more, it's from nature, it's from a bean, so it's easy to work with. You just melt it, and when it's very hot I mix in the essential oils. If you like to color it you can, but I'm not going to do that. I like the more natural look. So when it's all melted, I'll put in the essential oils, whatever you like. Just a few drops is enough. I put it in with the wax, and I stir it, make sure it's mixed very well. And then I will fill up these glass containers, not fully filled to the rim, but like halfway. And then when it's starting to set, I will put these, I will choose whatever I like, and I will put these in there so they stay on top. Because if I put these in when the wax is still very hot and not solid yet, they will just sink to the bottom. And then you don't see them. Well, you are going to see them when the candle starts burning, but I like to see them on top if the candle is not burning, because I like to watch it also when it's off. So that's what I'm going to do, but I will show you the end result later, and then you'll understand a little bit more about what I'm talking. Because to show you it's easier than to tell you. So let's start. So while the wax is melting, I'm going to prepare the cups to put the wax in. What I'm going to do is put a small sticker on the bottom, and then attach these wicks so they stay at the bottom. And I will also use these things to keep them in place, because when this gets hot, because you pour the wax in it, this will slowly turn soft, and it will be like this. it doesn't stand up straight, so I need to use this metal thing, and this holds it down perfectly in the center, so it looks a bit more nice, and also it burns better, because when it's all to the side it doesn't burn evenly and you're left with a lot of candle that doesn't burn. So that's what I'm going to do now, because it takes a little bit of time for the wax to fully melt. So in the meantime I'm preparing these cups so they're ready to pour when the wax is melted, because when it's done I will just put a few drops of scented oils in there, and then you stir it and then it's ready to pour. So when it's almost ready, you will you still have like a few seconds where you can pour it in. So it's nice when this is fully ready. While this is melting, it seems like you put in way less of the soya wax, because it melts down, so the volume goes down. So always, while I'm stirring this, you can see how much you have left, and it goes actually quite a lot in the small containers. So I'm always putting some more while it's melting, so I'm going to do that now as well, because I think I'm going to need it. So when you see this you think, oh, that must be enough, but it never is. I'm waiting for the wax to melt. It takes a little bit of time. It takes a few minutes to it to be fully hot and melted. So I'm just enjoying the view here, looking at the horses. I love the view from my kitchen window, because I can check on them whenever I feel the need. Also in the night, sometimes I hear some noises, because this is just a wooden cabin, so I hear everything outside. Even when they're just playing and running around, I can hear it very clearly. So I'll check on them, and something seems off. And almost never something is wrong. Luckily, almost never happens. I will use lemongrass. She's laying here. Hey babe, you know, when I start talking she starts looking around to see what's happening. But while she's laying here, I always check her feet, her hooves, because with pigs their hooves grow a lot and they walk on soft ground here, so the hooves can get very long. It's good to check them sometimes, and it's also very good when your pigs are so calm and comfortable you can just hold their feet. So when it's needed I can trim them down a little bit and they stay very relaxed, because you don't want to fight with a pig, especially not a strong one like Babe is. You can see how dusty he is. It's insane. Also, he's shedding. It feels like spikes. It's very tough hair. It's not soft at all. Babe is very soft, but Poof, not so soft. And very dusty. It's because it was so warm the last few days. He was rolling in the mud a lot, so he's very, very dusty right now. But it's good, it protects him from the sun, because pigs do get sunburn. So it's good when he is sandy and dusty, because it protects his skin.